Gurama a good last count Corla. Taoiseach Home and Community Care Ireland's new report on home care waiting lists, which was covered in yesterday's Irish Times, reveals that 5,556 older people were waiting nationally for home care at the end of last year. The waiting list in CHO Area 8, which covers my own constituency of Offaly and it includes County Laois as well, rose by a steep 31% to 932 people waiting, and this actually represents the second highest waiting list in the state. Laois and Offaly together, between those two counties, there are between 350 and 400 people on waiting lists for home care. And the reason for this increase in people waiting on the lists in Laois and Offaly is that the HSE in CHO Area 8 decided to ration home care due to financial reasons. At the end of 2024, HCCI learned that the HSE in CHO Area 8 stopped allocating most new home care packages, with only 50% of recycled hours being allocated. And while I understand that normal service is slowly resuming in CHO Area 8, unfortunately the impact of care will be seen well into this year. Taoiseach, will you commit to the following: implementing the HCCI policy recommendations to tackle the waiting lists, such as setting up a waiting list task force, deliver targeting funding for rural home care delivery and design a home care workforce strategy, and encourage providers into home care black spots? My apologies, last one.
The point that you make on behalf of people in your area in CHO 8, but also more broadly the point you're making in relation to Home Community Care Ireland and their very worthwhile and constructive report that was published recently, and I'll certainly undertake that we comprehensively respond and engage with that organisation and with others. I do understand that the Department of Health, and I'm lucky to be sitting beside Mr Butler, who worked in this area for quite a number of years, the Department of Health was not pleased with the approach that was taken in relation to CHO 8 and did, I think, articulate that in writing to them as well. There were 24 million hours of home help provided last year, and we did double the budget, during the lifetime of the last government, but I accept there is still unmet demand. I think we are going to need to get to that point of delivering the major reform of a statutory home care scheme. But let me ask the Minister to come back directly to you in relation to CHO 8.